Well, I'll probably catch a copyright claim, but I might be able to post it, though. I try to give them the best respect I can, go get those things. I love the scientific model behind this. So I'm hitting it from there, not necessarily a snake breeding kind of a thing. That's where my argument would come up for the moral license of the intellectual property and fair usage of public domain being a math problem, but you gotta be careful about understanding that and nullifying a jury. See, I'm not trying to beat him on being a snake handler or trajectories. I'm generally saying that building becomes trajectories and standard models. So in that way, I get to say the morality behind this clause is I'm going to use him, but I can do that under, that's a legal precedence unless you can't do that at all through YouTube. For me personally, but again, I could probably come through here, and I've worked in a stone mill before. We just kicked up Elon's battery or SpaceX factory.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the vlog. I've got a box of snakes here. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be unboxing. What do you say we see what's inside this box?
Need a hero.
All right, you guys ready to see what's going on here? I tell you, this is so exciting. You know, it's cool to be back and see all the animals, but it's even cooler to start getting animals again for the time of year. Zip ties, they're the bane of my existence, but I have a little, well, these are nail clippers, so normally I have them. Anyways, doesn't matter. Point is I have some cool snakes here that I am ready to show you guys.
He's going to get some cool concepts.
Remember, every year we actually unbox
polymorphic.
these, so it is exciting. It is a bunch of piebald ball pythons. That's right, we're starting to really gear up. We've already hatched, I don't know, maybe 30 pies ourselves, which we going on the website.
Things get heavy about doing king cobras with it. Snake handling, even if he wasn't venomous, I would tell him, what are we doing with all that polymorphic?
Just get an idea if we have any smiley. Oh, wait a second right here. It's kind of a smiley. Do you see it right there? I mean, it's not the best smiley, but it's definitely a smiley right there. And I always love to get the little emoji ties, but just look at the variety in these animals. I mean, you have some really nice high white ones right here. Like this one right here is beautiful. It's probably 80% white. Have some kind of lower white ones, and that's the thing that's so amazing, right? Pies are a recessive mutation, but they actually are very polymorphic, meaning that, you know, they can go from high white to low white, and it doesn't breed true, right? Unless you have genetic mutations like lesser or cinnamon or spider that produces really high white animals. The point is that they're all a little bit different. Look at this one. Just look how absolutely amazing they are. So I think that there are 25 pies in this shipment, if I'm not mistaken. We'll probably buy at least 200 or 300 pies.
There's a lot of, when you're pushing stuff like that, genetics get weird.
And then buy another 200 or 300.
Slug
That's
eggs
how popular pies are. Bag number 2.
A way to feed that through, so you get that energy back as a free radiant. And then you learn that skill. It's like, oh, this is slug IH. Even if you could, it's going to have, well, this is where human nature gets into some, understand the science, so we can understand the geodesics, try to prevent it. Clutch sizes, your biometrics, honey, you brother smoking while you're doing it, you create more, she doesn't. There's some differentials inside of it. You're smoking women in pregnancy and drinking women in pregnancy. You know, well, if anything, it cuts down on it and gives you a better response. Not that you can go back in your T-notes about.
Almost a smiley, but hey, the eyes are connected.
Now it's slug.
Maybe a little Groucho Marx smiley right there.
You
This has
early
a pretty
for
cool
it.
little pattern on it right there.
Well, it's
It's
different
kind of
physics.
interesting. It's not a smiley, but it's definitely interesting. And then look at that little blotch right there, different colors. Absolutely
Statistical
beautiful.
analysis
Another
in the
little
court.
beautiful kind of lower white one. This is maybe 30% white. Absolutely amazing. Got one more bag. So far, we definitely have one kind of so-so smiley, and we have a couple other cool pattern ones. But again, when I go to set these things up, I'll look at each one, and sometimes I'll find things that are really amazing. And ooh, man, I tell you what, there's, oh my gosh, I get so excited whenever we get ball pythons. Just take a look at that right there. That's not a super high white one. I mean, there's quite a bit of white, but look at the pattern and color. And that's one of the things that's interesting about pies.
You as a kid might take this concept and say, well, let's put them in the danger noodle exhibit that gravities you around house. Right? So take those concepts like some of those marshmallows are slugs that you're putting out to me comparatively to the differential.
But I don't see any other emoji pies. But nevertheless,
well, can you make money off of it? Z-Coin? MTF?
I'm opening up right now would have been worth $250,000 here just a handful of years ago. So, but I'll be honest with you, I'm super happy they're affordable now because now you guys can actually have one as a pet and not have to spend $25,000 in doing so.
From
right?
here, you
so
should be able to write any law of that company, right? That's a hot snake. we gotta put
pocket
that
when I
down
was
right
gone on
now.
this trip.
Rules are 42 on what it
Let's
is.
get back to breaking out your go-to moves.